Hello, my name is Mindy and welcome to my channel. Normally I talk here about MBTI and I'm still gonna do it, but this is my first video on another subject that I've been wanting to talk about. And of course I'm gonna have other subjects other than MBTI. And this is about dating. And this doesn't have to do much with MBTI, although I will touch it at some point. But it's about dating and why dating sucks so much. And I'm going to add up, okay, from the ENFP perspective, because that's me. So I'm having a coffee with you guys and let's start. So why does dating suck so much? Well, let's start with that nowadays it's not that easy to find a single person just by walking on the streets. I mean, if you're out of school, for instance, or if you work in a very reduced environment where you have like the same colleagues on, and you don't see new clients or customers, and you have a reduced group of friends, chances are that your options are going to be dating apps. Dating apps, or, well, at least that's what seems to be the most manageable or reachable way, easier way to connect with another fellow human being. So this is the part where things start sucking big time, because we lack deep down ourselves, I think. A lot of people, I talk with a lot of people, not only with intuitives, I've talked with sensors, so a lot of people. And we all agree that the human touch is lost. And we're all craving for it. And so it's like we're all going to the dating apps with the hopes to finding that human touch. And what we find there, it's a bunch of people, a lot of people there, trying to find the same that we're trying to find. But there are so many options. It's like you have to swipe, and you get faces. And so there is like this mind trick that says that you have a lot of options. So you discard, and then at some point you say, oh, yes. So let's start with that whole process of seeing photos is overwhelming. You can do it for a day to a month, but after that it starts feeling like it's really tiring to have so much information. And even when you filter them through your eye and you say like this person is good looking, then you have like this other filter that is talking with a person, and talking with a person also sucks a lot. I'm so sorry for my language. I forgot that on YouTube you're not supposed to say those words, and English is not my native language. But because you have so many options within the dating app, then when you have the opportunity to talk with a person, you might not talk with a person, or when a person talks to you, you might not, because you think like, I'm bored, or I don't have time, or whatever. So there you are in the environment that you so much wanted to meet people, and having the chance to have the people talking to you, or you talking to the people, and you don't talk. So if this happens to many people, because I've gone to talk with a lot of people before doing this video, imagine, so you're also going to be on the other side of a story where you're going to be willing to talking with a person, but nobody responds, or nobody or not much people is giving you the attention that you want. But at the same time, let's say you are the poor soul that is feeling that lack of connection that other people is not giving to you. But at the same time, you might also be doing the same to a lot of other people on your profile, the matches that you have, because it's just too much to handle. So that's the first reason why it really sucks dating, is because of the apps and because of the all of this too muchness of options, and this feeling that people have that there is a lot of options, so they don't dare to, or I include everyone, including like ourselves. So and then we think there is so many options that we don't really do our best. Okay, but then what happens? Let's say that a person does their best. What happens then is that even when you do your best on the dating apps, you can still be prepared or be assured that you're going to have a lot of disappointments. And I don't want to sound pessimistic here, but the chances are that you get way more disappointments than you get a good surprise. And why is that? Because let's say you have all of the good intentions and you want to talk with a person, with one person, so you're one of these people that can really focus on one person, and then you're talking with the other person, but then comes a time that you meet the other person in person, and then you realize that you've spent a couple of weeks or maybe a month talking with this person that has nothing to do with you, or that looked like had to do something with you through the app. But when you meet them in person, it's like, not really. And can be of any sort. Can be because you don't like them physically, or you do like them physically, but their personality kind of changes when you see them, because you don't like the way they smell, you don't like their clothes, or you don't like how he expressed themselves or they express themselves about a certain situation or person. It can be of any sort. So then you go down to you lost your time. And of course you have to lose your time when you're going to meet someone, and you're going to spend time, but it sucks. It sucks big time. That kind of, the time that you spend and then you meet a person and it might not be something. I'm convinced, if you're here because you like MBTI, I'm convinced that this whole dating thing is made for the sensory world. And so the whole swiping thing, the whole having too many options, the whole having to talk with a lot of people, is like too much sensory. It's too much like something material that for a lot of people it can be very difficult to keep up with. Me as an ENFP, I have to say, it's like it's hard, it's difficult. So I think the best way for people to meet other people should be just by going to the outer world and having connections or conversations with people. I know I started with this video saying that it's not that easy, and I'm not going to change that. But I think that if this dating process, it's not working for some people, it shouldn't be taken as the main way to meet a person. So I know that a lot of people still want to try out the dating apps, and they still want to feel like they're doing something, they're not crossing their arms at home. Okay, do it, but be mindful that if you're into an intuitive, for instance, so if you haven't done the personality test, here's the point where I include everything. You can do 16personalities.com. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it for the typology. And well, there is other sites I'm gonna click down below. Check out what your personality type is. So if you have an N in your personality type, this intuition, you might find it hard to date through this dating app. So if you have an S in your profile and your personality type, it can be easier for you to deal with the whole like swiping and talking and all of those things. So good luck if you're a sensor. But if you're an intuitive, I would say fine. If you don't want to like give up on the apps, just don't give up. But try to put yourself out there in situations that will result in meeting new people. And I've noticed something that can actually work, and it's not per se a dating app, but can be just social medias and like follow people that have the similar interests than you, or that are doing things that you like as well. And it's not that I'm saying like, oh, you're gonna start having a lot of dates, but at some point, if you are investing your time in doing the things that you're interested and investing the time in the things that make you well, that do you well, you might at some point navigate towards someone that has more of a common thing with you, because that's what dating apps do not filter through. You know, like you're filtering through looks, and some apps do better than others, and then you read like, oh yeah, this person is this tall, or this person likes this and that, but it's not the same as quoting it than as kind of seeing it closer. And I have the idea that, for instance, when you follow someone from your city or from your country who posts on Instagram, let's say, things about, let's say you like gardening, or you like cooking, whatever it is, healthy eating, and you start following these people, it's not only that they're saying, oh, I like this, they're actually busy doing it. So maybe you can connect better through a Facebook group or through an Instagram account of someone near you, if you don't have a chances to go out. But something that I really think can be better than a dating app is, for instance, doing volunteer work, or going out to like social activities out of your comfort zone with people, with friends that are in line with your core values and that are within your own kind of circle of preferences. For instance, if you're an artist and you say like, all of my friends, I don't have artist friends, but your life is art, and your friends are all corporate because you kind of didn't manage to do other type of friends. Maybe you can start by making new friends that are artists, and maybe through those friends you can get to meet other people that are potential singles that can match up with you better. So that's like a few ideas. But again, I have to say, like, dating apps are hard and are harder for intuitives. And even the people that is like ENFPs with an NE dominant, or ENTPs, NE dominance. It's not that like, okay, we officially like having a lot of information, and I talk of this in other videos, so we like to navigate in different, in data. But doing that with a dating app is just it's frustrating. It's not productive. It makes us more frustrated. So if you're feeling frustrated, no matter what your personality type or whatever it is, just like, maybe that's not the thing for you. And I know that it can be hard for every type, but there is some people that can handle that better. So if you don't, then try and do something different. So that's my video for today. Subscribe, and till next time.